No matter the venue or the locale, when these two get together, you know the spirits are going to be flowing, the intensity will be high, and these two will be ready to write another chapter in their storied rivalry. Glad to have you with us from TIAA Bank Field, home of the Jaguars in the heart of Duval and Jacksonville, Florida. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Florida Gators. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Gators will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking for space, it's Aurora. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel it.
Gonna let it fly. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And on this opening drive, the offense tried to be aggressive, attacking deep down the field. But they're going to have to do a better job of taking advantage of those one-on-one matchups because that time the defense won. They were able to high point the football, creating the interception.
From the gun, the running back has it. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Hilliard. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it. 1st down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Runs for the tackle. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Gets the back moving. Back to throw. It's Hilliard. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators. Just playing in that rivalry, you know, it's not a neutral site, by the way. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. Like, that's not neutral. It's way closer to Florida. It's way closer to Florida fans. But this rivalry, I'm telling you, every single year, that was #1 team you wanted to beat.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Turning it on. He's at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Gators sending the offense back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
they've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now on the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw. It's Hilliard. Big tight end on the corner route. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, there's an example of how this tight end can be a big weapon in the passing game. That time on the corner route does a nice job separating from the defender and hauling in the catch.
And the Gators are marching down the field. To the air on 1st down. Here's the heat. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs obviously with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down defense.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking for the score. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. From the gun, running back gets to give. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox, toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we faced. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
Wide receiver going in motion. Might be changing the route. Trying to get the corner. Oh, he's got a chance.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Now he's looking to throw it. Bringing the heat. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. David, but then the mistake just crushed him.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Goes to the option. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And they just keep inching closer to the goal line. Go for it on fourth down. You get it. You're now finding yourself even closer. This is a place where you'd love to be able to just line up, run the football, get north, and score a touchdown.
The Bulldogs will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to throw, it's Hilliard. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly to the tight end. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble. Looking for space, it's Kane. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Henderson. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Hilliard. Just a short pass to the tight end. Running through contact. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious. He is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You see all this movement in football now. All this stint of the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Might be looking to run. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. That's caught. It's Stone. There he goes. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. That's caught. It's Green. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Rushes on him. Unleashes it on the run. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Grabbed behind the line. It's a roll. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Dogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires left. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And this one is perfect. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bulldogs will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they breaks into the open. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking for a gap. It's King. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Hilliard. Oh, they're after him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Showing the arm strength down the left side. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. Looking to throw, it's Hilliard. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Right down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught over the middle. It's Hill. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Snapped it in the shotgun. Fires to the tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Thomas looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Caught behind the line. It's King. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. He might want another play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to buy time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws. Working that left side. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Thomas back to pass. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Scrambling away. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it out. It's Stone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Off play action. Fires to the wideout. He's got it.
I love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. You know the defense is expecting you to run the football, and you just did it in the previous play. So on that 3rd down, you dial up the play action to keep the chains moving.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Sims. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Offense in a bunch formation. Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but this is a critical 3rd down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back. put the pressure on their own defense.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Uncorks it. Complete in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Power football with the run. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Guys, he's up to 103 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. And the Dogs with the 1st and 10. Oh, better look out! And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the 4th quarter. He says, nobody there, takes off, does it with his feet, and gets the 1st down.
The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Going to try to get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
I'll tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive. Now trying to put this game in a good situation.
Find some fresh air. Turning it on. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, and getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far. Time to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Tight end now in motion. They want that clock to run. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This 3rd down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. It's a reverse. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
A lot of times you have these guys start, these wide receivers, they're game breakers, and you want to find ways to give them the football, whether it be screens, whether it be jet sweeps. Just find ways to give him the football because he can get 5 yards in a hurry when you need those plays, especially when you want...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs! That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0. There is little the Dogs enjoy more than sticking it to the Gators, and boy, are they doing it right now.
Yeah, taking care of business. And listen, Georgia prides itself on being a physical unit. Every year, they're going to just pound you, bludgeon you. And Florida has had no response, just like in the last several games in this series. Georgia's just, they got the upper hand.
Georgia's always had talented teams. Certainly that they were very talented back in the day when I played, and the program was in a great place. But because of recent success, they're just at a different level. What they're recruiting, what the expectations are, and they're really showing that here in the 2nd half.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. This offense has it with really good field position. The give to the back. Bringing it back. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equally, and they showed that here today. Dominating in all 3 phases. This is a team everybody needs to look out for.
Halfway there on 1st down and 2nd and 5. Defense dropping into soft coverage. They'll send the back in motion. They go to the ground. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. It's
amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.